Excommunicated, murdered, or fate unknown. What the heck happened to Johnny Panic and the Broken Saints? Welcome back, guys, to Fog Entertainment here. We need to talk about Johnny Panic, the leader of the Broken Saints, the president of the Broken Saints, and the fact that her future was left unknown. Again, thanks to Elgin James. Something happened to Johnny Panic. We don't know what, though, because it happened off screen, but we need to try and decide, we need to try and come to a conclusion. What exactly happened to Johnny Panic in the end of Mayans MC? What was the conclusion to her, and what does her future hold? Does she even have a future? Is she still breathing? So we can see in episode 9, when Easy comes to meet with the Broken Saints, and it has been revealed that the drugs have been burnt down, Easy kind of just parts ways with the Broken Saints. He's like, well, screw this, I'm away. He kind of leaves after getting knocked out by Chib, after getting decked by Chib, sucker punched by Chib. Easy's like, well, screw this. You don't have the drugs anymore. It's all been burned down. You guys are no more use to me. And Easy, I guess, and the Broken Saints at that moment just part ways. Easy goes on his own. He takes off. And that is pretty much it. That is the last we see of the Broken Saints until the second last scene of the series. However, just as Easy is riding away, we do see Johnny Panic getting cracked in the back of the head, pistol whipped in the back of the head, I believe, by Chib. So that is Johnny Panic's last scene in the entire show. Now, if you look at the Wikipedia page, even that doesn't know. It's all speculation. Was she excommunicated? Was she murdered? I think it's fair to assume that it's one or the other, because when you see Letty return to the Broken Saints in the series finale, the second last scene of the entire show, Johnny Panic is no longer there. Now, I didn't check in enough detail to whether or not Chib is wearing the president patch, but I think it's fair to say that she is the new leader. The camera focused on her. She was the one that really confronted Letty when she was coming in. So I think it's fair to say that Chib is now the new president and she has taken over from Johnny Panic. But did Johnny Panic die? Like I said, we don't know. She could have been murdered or she could have been excommunicated. But did she deserve either of them? I don't think so. Why do I not think so? Because she didn't do anything wrong. Yes, they got in bed with the Mayans. Yes, they made a deal with the Mayans. But I'm pretty sure they voted that as a club. Wouldn't that have been a club decision? I'm convinced that she said that she would need to speak to her girls before agreeing anything with Easy. It's not like Johnny Panic was leading a dictatorship with the Broken Saints and she was demanding what they do and everyone else had to follow. As far as I'm aware, it was a democracy. They all had a vote. Any decision they had to make was put up for a vote, and they would have, as a club, voted on whether or not to make a deal with the Mayans and get into bed with the Mayans. So I'm not sure why Johnny Panic is the one taking the fall for this. If they made the wrong decision, if they made a bad decision to trust the club and to get in bed with the Mayans, then as a club they need to accept that was the wrong decision. They need to accept that they fucked up. I don't see why Johnny Panic is getting the blame. I don't see why Johnny Panic is the one that is taking the full brunt of this bad decision. So, yeah, no, it makes no sense to me. But she was pistol whipped. She wasn't there when Letty appeared. And it looks like she was either excommunicated or murdered. Now, out of the two, I'm going to assume that it was excommunicated. Even though I think that's harsh, even though I don't think that's deserved at all, at least if she was excommunicated, then I guess you could say, well, they didn't kill her. But if they thought it was such a bad decision, then A, they should never have agreed to it in the first place, and B, it's like, why not just demote her even? Take strip her for her patch? Have an officer challenge, something like that? But we didn't get that. All we got was her getting cracked in the back of the head, and then we never see her again. Now, some people will argue, well, I don't want to see Johnny Panic again. The character sucked. The Broken Saints sucked. And I get you. I'm not too bothered either, to be perfectly honest. But at the same time, they did give these guys a lot of screen time in Season 5. So therefore, if you're going to get us infested in a certain character, or a certain group, or a certain club, then at least give us the payoff. At least keep us up to date. Keep us in the know of what happened. You can't just bring this club in and bring this president in, Johnny Panic, and have her share scenes with Easy and try and get us to care just to basically snap your fingers, click your fingers, and make her disappear without any explanation, without any sort of closure to whether or not she's alive, or if she's dead, or whatever. It's just horribly written here by Elgin James. So yeah, Johnny Panic, dead or alive, we don't know. Off-screen or on-screen, well, it definitely happened off-screen, we know that much. But what happened off-screen? Did anything even happen? Is she still knocked out? Maybe she's in a coma. Maybe that pistol whip put her in a coma. I don't know, maybe she turned into a horse on the ranch, eating fucking hay all day. We'll never know. We will never know. We don't know what's happening, because the show done a really shit job at telling us. Brought in all these characters. And another fed I think I need to make. Who's Cole's boss? What was the point of that? Some random guy coming in. They make out Cole's the man. Cole's out. Oh, you can't mess with Cole. Big bad alpha male Cole. You're made out to believe that Cole is top dog. Then it turns out Cole's just a bitch. Cole's just a sidekick for some guy that likes to play fucking chess and do karate. I mean, that whole Cole thing was dumb. Was it probably worse than the Broken Saints, to be fair? But yeah, guys, let me know in the comments down below. What do you think happened to Johnny Panic? Do you think she's dead? Do you think she was murdered by the Broken Saints? Or do you think she was just excommunicated? Or do you think she was taking time off and Chib's just standing in his present? I guess that's an option, even though I highly doubt it. But it baffles me why they would either excommunicate or murder Johnny Panic and then invite Letty in. Now, apparently Letty is the new prospect. Again, we don't know if that's the case. For all we know, because Letty's got her hands up and Letty's nodding. Now, does that nod mean I want to be a member? I want to be part of your guys? Or was that nod for Letty? Yeah, I accept what I done. I fucked up. I caused Sam Dino to come here. I'm ready for my punishment. Shoot me. We don't know. We don't know nothing because it was left that way. So, yeah, I just didn't like it. You look at Sons. I feel like in Sons, the finale, anything that needed, any loose ends that needed tied up, they were tied up. Any ending you needed to find out, any ending that we needed to know, we basically did know of. But in Mayans, we don't really know anything, you know. It's all just messed up, mumbo-jumbo crap. So, yeah, I don't know, guys. Did the Broken Saints kill Johnny Panic? Did they kill Letty? Did they bring Letty in? Who knows? Did they all go and have a big lesbian gangbang after the show finished? Probably. Thank God that happened off screen though. That's the only thing I agree with Elgin James putting off screen. Anyway guys, that's it for Fog Entertainment. We'll catch you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Leave a like, leave a comment, and until next time, peace.